Welcome to Thoughts on Thursday. It's Reverend Miller.
And Stuart Holmes.
As we have our second Sunday in Advent, the Isaiah passage for Sunday is from Isaiah 40. It says this: "Comfort, O comfort my people, says your God. Speak tenderly to Jerusalem and cry to her that she has served her term, that her penalty is paid, that she has received from the Lord's hand double of all her sins." Beautiful words, and I'll be preaching on those, so I don't want to necessarily preach today, but it just reminds me, those words are really just saying, enough, God, please bring mercy to us. We can't suffer any more. We need comfort. And it reminds me that in life there is brokenness, and we feel that uncomfort, and we feel the need for God's comfort. And we're right now in a pandemic, and we're feeling that. And Stuart and I feel it when it comes to planning worship. Will we be in person? Will we not be in person? The numbers are up, and it's easy to get overwhelmed. It's easy to feel the despair during this time. And so our hope is that as we continue to lead worship, we'll feel the comfort of God, knowing that God is with us even in these uncomfortable times. So with that in mind, as we look to move forward, we will try to continue to have our in-person worship on Sunday mornings and then post it online, YouTube, and also Facebook. This Sunday is Communion Sunday, so if you're at home through YouTube or Facebook, gather your elements and you can join in communion in that way. But for this service, we're actually going to do the full communion service with all the words. We have kind of reduced it because of the video and because of the time we're in, but just thought that doing the full service would bring some type of comfort during this time. Then as for Christmas Eve, as we begin to look and plan, and we make plans and change plans and make plans and change plans, right now our plan is our 5 o'clock service to be in person and also be online. Our what we call our 11 p.m. service will be a taped service. We hope to tape it prior to Christmas Eve, and one of the things that will help us with is we're able then to have more musicians in the service because we're going to be taping them separately. And that's the concern when it comes to musicians and singing and the spray, so to speak, that we have to watch out for. So we think those will continue to help us and be good plans for us in our current state. And then when it comes to those two services, Stuart and I are in that theme of comfort and some normalcy. We have picked Christmas carols that are well known. In fact, I Googled it. You can Google almost everything. I Googled Christian Christmas carols, the most popular, and we took that list and kind of used that along with the suggestions we have gotten from you. And so we think as we continue this coming Sunday and the Sunday after that and also into Christmas Eve, wonderful plans are being put into place, and we'll continue to try to keep everyone safe but also glorify God. And our hope is that you'll feel God's comfort even in this time of uncertainty. Those are my thoughts.
Oh man, I'll tell you, when it comes to the words comfort, for a church musician, there's only one piece that comes readily to mind, and that is the Messiah the opening solos of the Messiah. "Comfort ye my people," sung by the tenor. I want to talk just for a moment about word painting. Handel was a master at being able to paint musically the picture of the words, bring the text to life. And certainly there are many, many examples of that in the Messiah. But I've picked out 4 or 5 of them and just want to play a little bit. I began this little Thoughts on Thursday with Comfort Ye. just a magnificent lyrical beginning of that. And the tenor starts off with, "Comfort ye," and it's just that kind of just release. And then he goes into some more word painting with, "and cry unto her." And cry unto her. You can hear that. And cry. It's just magnificently bringing out that text. And then the tenor moves into, "Every valley shall be exalted." I'm not going to try to sing it, but he starts off very nice and easy. Every valley shall. And then he goes, listen to this exalting. Just that exalted feeling just comes across. And then the next line, "the crooked made straight." Well, in your mind, how would you make crooked compared to straight or contrast with the word straight? The crooked straight. He uses those. The crooked straight. And he holds on to straight. And the rough places plain. And he just straightens out that the rough places plain and the crooked's made straight. Perfect tone painting. And the final one is that I'm going to just use today is the bass. "For behold, darkness shall cover the earth." And you can imagine that sound that kind of shows the darkness. Can anticipate what's going to happen. And the bass comes in, "For behold, darkness shall cover the earth." Which way is the melody going to go? "It shall cover the earth. And gross darkness the people." And gross dark. How can you not paint with those words? The final thing. Have you ever gotten up in the middle of the night for whatever reason, without any lights on? And what does one normally do, especially when you get to be my age, not your age, my age? You kind of stumble around. Listen to what he does with the people that walked in darkness. We used to use that as an exercise for sight reading in undergraduate school. It just goes all over it. What a difficult solo to sing with all those. Just as soon as you think you've got it, he stumbles again. Perfect word painting. So this Sunday, when we hear the tenor sing his two solos, "Comfort ye" and "Every valley shall be exalted," kind of live in the word painting that Handel has done for us. And I can't help but add another 30 seconds. Turn on the Messiah and pull down the text and listen to this Messiah. Break it up into small pieces so you can listen to the whole thing by the time Christmas rolls around. But use the text. See the text with it. It's a magnificent exercise in theology as well as in musicology.
And so for this Sunday, what we did is we wanted that piece within the service, and we've actually put that piece in. It's a little separated, but in one thing. It's in the communion liturgy. And where we might normally have the memorial acclamation, I think that's what we call it, right? Mm-hmm. We have placed this, and so what will happen too, I think it'll be beautiful. Those words fit well within communion. And Stuart can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe
I wouldn't think of it.
The Messiah is both Christmas and Easter.
Yes.
And so we I think at least, tend to want to separate Christmas and Easter. We like Christmas as the baby and sweetness, and have Easter as, sadder but new life also. And theologically, you don't separate those two things. Christmas and Easter go hand in hand. That is why the baby came to earth, to give his life for us. And so in communion with these themes, it's almost like Stuart knows what he's doing. It's really gonna pop out, and I think it will be fantastic.
I've been telling them that.
So we encourage you to join us this coming Sunday, either in person or on Facebook or YouTube, and we look forward also seeing you on Christmas Eve.
Great.
Those are our thoughts.
Enjoy the week.